Given your commitment to pursue truth and openness to challenge prevailing narratives, Mark said in his email to me, I believe you would be fascinated with my story and the recent developments that have unfolded in the case against Mr. Ranieri's. Specifically, 7 digital forensic experts, including 4 former FBI, have come forward with evidence showing that with scientific certainty that the FBI tampered with the child prawn digital evidence in the trial. Keith was convicted of having child P word and, you know, all kinds of other horrible stuff, which he's all innocent of, according to Mark. Also, I want to Mark, the one thing that I find really interesting about Mark is that through Nxivm and with Keith's teaching, Mark, who has Tourette syndrome, is complete. He just said, I'm done. He did, my mind is more powerful than matter. And I'm done with Tourette's, he said. So he asked me, would you be open for a short call? Okay, so let me keep watching. So you're on a bus and you said the N-word and then people got mad at you, right? So that's the kind of the and then the bus driver kicked you off, yeah. So let me keep watching.
And ultimately, after a few...
Elliot says he was on his way home from a church youth camp when the incident happened. Elliot and his family say they've traveled all over the country and never been denied access to transportation. His family calls it a violation of the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Up to that point.
I appreciate that you guys all made it into like kind of turned it into like a crusade here and went to the local news about it and stuff because it's I have a theory for you.
I'm ready.
Okay, cool. I think you actually fake having Tourette's. Yeah, I think you actually don't have it.
Well, but I'm open to it.
Here's my
what did you think I had?
Well, let me just break it down. I think this is kind of a funny thing. I doubt this is what happened, but maybe you just called someone the N-word on the bus and then you're like, "Oh, no, I have Tourette's." Because what's interesting to me, and I know that's funny, but what's interesting to me is that you've made like a whole career being a motivational speaker about how you cured your Tourette's and stuff. And that's kind of become like a big part of your identity. But what's interesting is as somebody with Tourette's, I actually have Tourette's. I know it's not curable. So I just find that claim to be absolutely a pseudoscientific, crazy claim that has no backing in science or at all. And I think you're actually, in my opinion, right, as someone with Tourette's, I think you're scamming people.
Well, first off, did you say that you have Tourette's?
I do have Tourette's.
I didn't know that.
Crazy? Yeah, I know. That's why I was so surprised when you emailed me because I was like, I have Tourette's and I also fucking hate Andrew Tate. I've like talked like continually and openly, relentlessly about what a piece of shit he is and how much I hate him. And what's interesting too, Mark, is that I've also talked about how much I hate Keith and Nxivm and what a psycho he is. So when I got your email, I was like, this is incredible. And I could totally see how it is you fell into a cult because you clearly don't do any research.
You know, when I saw when I was watching one of your videos, I thought I saw you ticking. And so it did cross my mind. I said, I wonder if he has Tourette's.
Yeah, I do.
Why would you? That's so interesting. Why would you think someone would fake it? That's a pretty messed up thing for someone to fake.
No, I agree. But you've made a good living from faking it, doing like motivational stuff and writing books and stuff like that. And it's just, as far as I know, and that's just a theory, right? Because I don't know. I mean, I just have Tourette's myself, but obviously I don't know anything about you. So it's just a theory. But I just think that you can't cure it, actually. And on your website, it says you overcame it, mind over body. And that's just not possible.
But that's why, I don't know if you remember what I just said 2 minutes ago, is that we've never claimed it's a cure.
Right. Well, let's see. If we pull up your website. Well, when I started, you said you're 100% like over Tourette's, right? You did say that.
Yeah, well, I said that I don't think of it as I have Tourette's anymore.
Right, you don't have it anymore.
I guess what I could say is, yeah, the fact that you don't like Tate and you don't like Ranieri is not a reason that I couldn't talk to someone
sure.
If anything, it's about, that's not the point of trying to find
Right.
people that love him. It's
Right.
if you can find people, even if somebody hates someone, the question is, do we believe that there should be due process in this country? And are we okay with government officials or FBI agents committing crimes to convict a man?
Right.
So by
Yeah,
somebody not liking it,
yeah, but in the email,
by someone,
yeah.
but somebody not liking him is, if anything, is definitely better. I definitely did not research deeply every single person. Obviously,
At all. Well, yeah, you didn't look. You actually didn't look into it at all. Like the most basic. But let me break it down, Mark, because in a way, I see you as.
Well, just to be
hold on.
Just to be very.
Okay, go ahead.
Just to be very blunt.
Go ahead. Yeah, be blunt.
Yeah, you are right. I did not do research.
Can I read an excerpt for you? It says, this is from your website. This is your website, right? MarkElliott.com.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you want to beat your Tourette's? I want to help you, but currently the government has threatened to put me in jail for being public about how I completely overcame my Tourette's with Nxivm.
Yep.
So when you say completely overcame, I just assumed that meant like that you have a cure for it.
Yeah, I can address that in a second. We can talk about that. But the point is that,
can you cure like bipolar or something? Can you cure like schizophrenia? Because that would be really good for a lot of people.
The reason, so because of how big the case is,
right.
And I'm reaching out to people that have influence.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that even though you might hate those people, and I didn't know the depth of how much you dislike them, but
yeah,
okay.
No. Yeah.
Is that there's something that we can agree upon, I thought. At least
here's
that,
something,
are we okay?
Well, we can all agree on we can all agree on photos. Here's photos of his initials being branded into women who accused him of running a clandestine sex cult. Here's his initials branded into their skin. Here's an up close for you. It says his initial, Keith Ramirez, branded into their skin.
What's your point? That's not what I'm here to talk to you about.
Oh, my point? The point is
right.
No, that was just for fun. That was just like a funsies thing.
Yeah, but the thing
is just like a fun little group building exercise. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Why did he do this? Because if I'm curious, I want to ask you.
The thing is, if you're gonna say things, they need to be factual.
They're just kinky. They're just a little kinky.
But Keith Raniere didn't brand anyone.
Oh, right.
He's not even in the room.
He coerced people to do it. Yeah, so coercion's a crime, actually. I think coercion is a crime. Sex trafficking usually happens through coercion, not by locking people to a radiator. So that, I think, is where we kind of disconnect there. And actually, what's crazy is the jury agreed with me. 12 people agreed.
I had told you before. I know I had told you before.
Oh, and the appeal court.
Is a crime.
Oh, what's crazy is he appealed, and then the appeals court also upheld these 7 horrific charges against him. So that's like a lot of people.
I wasn't here.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Like I had said, I had said to you in the very beginning is that I believe most of the things are not true out there. That doesn't mean there isn't kernels of truth. I wanted to talk to you about something that I think is greater than Keith Raniere, the fact that we have evidence that shows that the FBI committed crimes.
Yeah, but the FBI I agree with you that the FBI is shitty and they do that kind of stuff. But even if we discount everything the FBI allegedly, or you say let's just assume for the sake of this conversation that they did do that, then you still have to explain all these other charges. Like even if he didn't have child pornography on a hard drive, right? And let's just say he didn't do it. It was a conspiracy. Or maybe they changed the metadata. There's still racketeering, forced labor, wire fraud, sex trafficking, extortion.